All right, well, WFAN sports radio host Craig Carton accused of running a massive ticket scam.
Kayla Mamalak is in Lower Manhattan to explain why the feds say that Carton cooked up the scheme. Kayla.
Yeah, good evening to you, Stephen Derry. Craig Carton is known for his loud mouth and for saying what comes to his mind. That's not the man we saw here in court today. Carton was quiet, didn't speak much, only whispered a few times to his lawyer, and it was the same case when he exited court right here just a few hours ago. Out on his own recognizance, radio host Craig Carton and business partner Michael Wright left the federal courthouse after signing over $500,000 bonds each. It was a little before 4 a.m. when Carton and Wright were taken from their homes and into federal custody. Carton allegedly duped investors out of $5.6 million to pay off his gambling debts. The criminal complaint shows a series of emails and documents linking Carton to a fraudulent ticket scheme, promising access to face value tickets for concerts like Justin Bieber and Katy Perry. Carton allegedly owed millions to a couple of casinos and an additional $825,000 to an anonymous third party. He allegedly used money from the Ponzi-like scheme to pay it off.
This sounds like a classic example of an individual that has access to people with a lot of money who was able to convince them that he was involved in something that he really wasn't, a.k.a. a classic Ponzi scheme.
Peter Frankel is a former prosecutor and criminal defense attorney. He says the paper trail presented in the court documents is going to make it hard for Carton's lawyer to argue the ticket sales were all in good faith.
I think his position through his attorneys is likely going to be that he's got some serious gambling problem. They're going to look to try to mitigate the damage. He's going to get into counseling to try and address the issues that he obviously has.
Carton's co-host, former Jet Boomer Esiason, hosted the show with a fill-in anchor this morning. He addressed the arrest when he wrapped the show.
Over here at the station, they're aware of it as well. They're cooperating with authorities. I'm taken aback and surprised by it, just like I'm sure everybody else is. I have no other information. There's nothing else I can say. I thought he called in sick this morning, but unfortunately my partner was arrested. So I guess there'll be more news to come, I'm sure, from somewhere, but it's not going to come from me because I don't have any.
And Mr. Carton is out of the Fed's custody for now. If convicted, he's facing up to 45 years behind bars, along with several millions of dollars worth of fines. He's due back in court October 6th. For now, that's latest here live in Lower Manhattan. I'm Kayla Mamalak. Stephen Derry, I'll send it back to you.